I had done videos before and made statements that all politicians lie, and they all do lie. That's just, it's just like breathing for some of them as much as they lie. And while others may lie as little as possible, absolutely every single one of them lies. But some Republicans take lying to the next level. The politician that I am speaking about and whom I've done a video before about him lying is Mike Pence. Check out this particular segment from the Rachel Maddow show, and you tell me either Mike Pence lied to the public that he was speaking to, or he lied and the Republican National Committee basically backed up his lie. Here we go.
The Republican National Committee today did an unusual thing in federal court in New Jersey. They filed paperwork with a federal court insisting that their own vice presidential nominee had no idea what he was talking about. He was totally wrong. He was totally making it up when he said this.
It's a tremendous question, and I will tell you that the Trump campaign and the Republican National Committee are working very, very closely with state governments and Secretary of States all over the country to ensure ballot integrity.
Mike Pence in August telling voters that the Trump campaign and the Republican Party are working all over the country to ensure ballot integrity. Now, Governor Pence said that. He said a few different iterations of that in public, right? But we've been reporting on this show, the Republican Party is actually banned by a consent decree from the 80s from doing the kind of ballot integrity stuff that the Trump campaign has been threatening for Election Day, which is basically poll watching, targeting minority voters in swing states. The RNC is banned by law from doing anything like that, even though Mike Pence is insisting that the Trump campaign and the Republican Party are working hand in fist to do it. Well, last week, the Democratic Party asked a federal court to find the Republican Party in contempt of that consent decree. They included as evidence what Mike Pence has been telling voters about Republican plans for the election, that the Republican Party is working with the Trump campaign to do this poll watching effort. Today, the Republican Party had to respond to that challenge in court, and they are dealing with the Mike Pence part of the evidence by saying, Mike Pence, he makes things up. The chief lawyer for the RNC filed this in federal court today. He said he called Mike Pence personally last night, yesterday evening. Quote, Governor Pence stated to me that he has no knowledge whatsoever of any effort between the Trump campaign and the RNC to ensure ballot integrity. He further states that he neither ever has been a part of nor is aware of any discussions between the Trump campaign and the RNC concerning any efforts to ensure ballot integrity, or that would suggest any RNC involvement in such activities.
Well, somebody's lying. Either Mike Pence was lying to the various Trump constituencies that he's been making these speeches to. Okay, and if he's not lying, then these guys are lying about the collusion between the RNC and the Trump campaign as far as performing activities that would be considered poll monitoring. But somebody's lying. Now, Mike Pence is a God-fearing man. So if you believe that he's totally a God-fearing man and he's not lying, that means that the Republican Party has violated the consent agreement that they agreed to back in the 80s, and they're going to get that agreement extended another 8 years. If you believe that the RNC is telling the truth in their conversations with Pence, then Pence just told a bold-faced lie to a whole bunch of Trump people across the country. You make the call.
He's never been aware of that. He's never heard any of that. He has no knowledge whatsoever about it. He just keeps saying that's what they're doing. But he doesn't mean it. He makes it up every time he says it. That's the message from the Republican Party today. That's what their defense is to this lawsuit. Mike Pence makes stuff up. You know him. So there's no problem here. Don't believe a word he says. Definitely don't take it as evidence. So says the Republican Party.
Bingo. So they know their asses are in trouble, and the easiest way out is to call Mike Pence a liar. Now, I wonder what his comment would be if he was approached with their statement.